Claressa Shields had been talking about taking a brief break from boxing to focus on other interests. And let's be honest, Remy blew the whole thing up because Claressa Shields and Papoose were living their best lives while she was sitting in a situation that was almost fatal. Over there, dear, it looks like they could be getting ready to create a little version of me, Remy Ma. They have been boosting each other's confidence while looking for work at a Remember Papoose's efforts to keep things under wraps? When Remy posted screenshots of his discussions with his new girlfriend back in December, it shocked everyone. Before Remy spilled the beans, Claressa Shields was perspiring profusely because she knew that all of the chaos would attract a lot of unwanted attention. "Girl, this isn't the look," her PR team said, but the twist was that people were actually cheering Papoose on because she had a movie coming out and significant projects planned. And Claressa, everyone was simply delighted because the love was so sincere. When he got up, Papoose knew he could do better, and he did, my dear. When this all came back to haunt her, Remy was remarkably quiet and said nothing about Papoose. No tweets, no shade, no diss songs, nothing. Claressa Shields and Papoose are doing great over here, and they freely share boot-ups with the world. Papoose and Claressa Shields seem to be enjoying themselves, even if they are just in Hawaii for Valentine's weekend. Like a power couple, they sat courtside during the game, looking cute and comfortable in their small matching coats. Then, baby Papoose didn't just show up when she made her big entrance into the ring to face Danielle Perkins. He gave a full rap performance. If that weren't the case, I'm not sure what would be supported. In addition to her stunning appearance, Claressa shared a video of herself and Papoose dancing and playing games. Little Claressa Shields was direct when she said, "You know, some celebrities act as though they don't see what people say online." Papoose hit her hard and quickly clarified that he was exactly where he wanted to be. "I peeped all the love and support you guys show me, and Papoose is cool." Remy was trying to turn the corner and put things right over there, looking thirsty and parched. Is it really his fault that he controlled Remy when she was behind bars and created a whole future for herself? Wanted to start a genuine family with her, but she had a change of heart and fell in love with Easy, the block captain, who then tried to use her infidelity as an excuse. Claressa Shields, meanwhile, was overcome with emotion during her most recent live broadcast as she talked about how fortunate she is to have this kind of love in her life and how they both deserve one another. All she could do was praise this man. I know Remy is punching the air right now. The same music app was holding Claressa Shields down like a real one when she appeared on the Tamron Hall show. She added bluntly that he's incredibly encouraging and that she feels like she can finally operate her business here without some insecure man feeling intimidated by her achievement and strength. Claressa Shields is enjoying the distinction between dying to the stories that are going around town. Papoose is enjoying this new stage of his relationship with Claressa. He had never been so supportive of a woman as he was for Claressa and the baby, except for Remy. So he felt even better about the public's support, to be honest. They must be enjoying themselves together since Claressa Shields made it clear after 2 more bouts this year that this isn't a fleeting relationship and that she is taking a break from boxing to focus on other things. Even though, to be honest, no one anticipated this. People are asking things like, "Oh, so you are taking a break this soon, sis? Are you already pregnant? Or what?" No, and despite Claressa's defense, she's living life to the fullest right here, although they are still legally married. There are rumors that Papoose is under pressure to finalize the divorce and end his relationship with Claressa Shields before the baby is born. He needs to divorce Remy, leave her house, and treat Shields with respect by making her become the kind of decent person you were. I adore them together, and life goes on. The way Claressa mimics his intensity suggests that she actually cares about him. Remy seemed to have taken him for granted. Pat's push should remain there, as he is so content with a champion. Claressa Shields was prepared to enter the ring, start throwing elbows and hands to force her to think since it had gotten so bad. This is about more than just love, so let's not act like Papoose isn't interested in that alimony check. Remy Ma is literally holding Papoose in jail against his will since he is effectively begging for a divorce and his sister is not allowing him to leave. As Remy Ma sits in the cell, hold her down as she maintains her name alive the entire time. But since Remy hasn't tried to let Papoose walk you all, let's start now that she's lounging around the block captain, who has, incidentally, already replaced her with 2 younger women as she stacks her papers. The way things are getting out of control has caught Claressa Shields off guard. Claressa Shields has been expressing her affection for her partner in public. Just the other day, Papoose's birthday Instagram post had everyone talking. "A man." She said, "Happy birthday, King Papoose. I pray that God grants you many more years and even faster hands because you are truly unique. And today is the day you receive all of your birthday punches. I love you and I value your life, wisdom, music, laughter, and love." Even though she was adorable, Papoose refrained from administering birthday punches because, let's face it, they may hurt. However, Claressa Shields is completely locked in. Let's go on to the major point. Why has Papoose not made a proposal despite all of the reports? Because of Remy, despite Ma's illusion that it's a game to conceal the divorce papers. Not because Papoose hasn't been trying. This man has been telling people that he has requested a divorce at least thrice. No, he has repeatedly questioned her about it. Remy Ma's sister is just stirring up trouble wherever she can, so this isn't even a made-up problem. Remember when Remy Ma published the texts between Papoose and Claressa Shields' infant? These messages made it clear that Claressa was furious because Papoose had not even informed her that the tea was hot and that he had arrived home safely. As someone who looks out for her partner, Sis said what she wanted to say, but Remy Ma, oh, she wasn't done. And she even claimed that Papoose had threatened to call the police on her. "You are the one who was married, so if you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person. It shouldn't be a big deal to let me know that you made it home safely, y'all." Found a recording of him stroking her on tape. Naturally, Papoose denied all of this, but he did assert that Remy was unhappy because he had moved on. Let's not pretend that we forgot that at Christmas 2023. Remy Ma was decked out in Baby and Easy, the block captain. We all remember the rap fight when she publicly confessed her love for that dude. Why? Even when you're in love with someone else, can't you let go of Papoose? Would someone please provide further details? But if you thought that was messy, wait, there's more. Claressa Shields and Papoose were real couple goals and gave fans a peek into their love life when they went on a full Valentine's Day getaway. They were seen having fun, lounging in Hawaii, soaking in the sun and catching vibes in the pictures. Papoose was also present to introduce the first Hawaii Fest, but he had a profession. So he was able to keep the audience informed and participate in threads while on his romantic getaway. We created history this year, and the event was amazing, featuring a Everything is okay now. Twitter users uploaded the cutest tiny video of Papoose singing to her spouse by herself on the beach. If we strive, we can succeed, you know? It was cheesy, but it was genuine affection. Claressa Shields was out there locking in hearts as he was over there locking in that bag. They weren't alone though, since this is when things start to get serious. Rumor has it that Papoose had been preparing a romantic vacation for some time and was attempting to formalize it by allegedly attempting to complete his divorce from Remy before the trip in order to propose to Claressa Shields on Valentine's Day. Think about that. Why? It would have been ideal in terms of romance and atmosphere. But guess who had to? Yes, come through and ruin everything. Remy Ma, since her relationship with her new partner, Easy, the block captain, wasn't working out. She is currently playing games and preventing Papoose from moving on. The fact that Papoose is showing Claressa Shields the same love and support that she used to receive, has to be honest, made Remy feel something. When Papoose appeared at Claressa Shields' boxing event, for example, who were all of you? Since Remy is holding so tightly, you have to question if this is just her acting like a bitter ex, or if there's more going on. It will hurt to watch him come up and show out for another woman like that. I see that it's giving. What are you afraid of? According to rumors, Remy is hesitating to sign their divorce documents because she knows Papoose would be asking for alimony. CIS observes when one partner provides a payment rather than attempting to steal it. After a divorce, the spouse with the lower income typically receives spousal support, also known as alimony. Let's not pretend that this is a new situation. When calculating alimony, courts consider a number of factors, such as the length of the marriage, the income disparity, and the contributions made during the partnership. According to their history, Remy and Papoose dated for 11 years, or more than 10 years. Before being married in 2008, Papoose was present when Remy was sentenced to prison. When she was released in 2014, he was still holding it down. They even remarried with renewed vows in 2015. And they had a daughter in 2018. The romance officially ended here in 2023. But it goes much further than that. They were married over the phone in 2008 while Remy was incarcerated. If that isn't dedication, I don't know what it is. When it comes to determining who should receive help, Papoose has a valid point. However, since money is where things get really complicated, let's talk about it. Papoose pulled Remy down during some of the most trying years of her life. Remy Ma is aware that she will probably be served with divorce papers because her estimated net worth is $4 million. Baby, which is far more than what Papoose owns. A significant portion of Remy's income comes from reality TV checks, record sales, alimony payments, and her clothes business. Her 2006 debut album, which was based on a true story, was well praised. She was always appreciated by her peers, despite the fact that she didn't achieve the same level of fame as some of them. In the Best Female Hip-Hop Artist category of the BET Awards, she has been nominated 4 times and won once. Interview 15, 13, 15, 22. But let's be honest, Remy continued to be involved in the music industry while she was incarcerated. You know who was out there making sure they made some money when GSI published a number of mixtapes while they were incarcerated? By promoting her music, ensuring that people didn't forget about her, and keeping that bag moving when she couldn't do it herself, Papoose preserved her reputation. And you can be sure that all that work paid off handsomely for Remy. Interview 1549-1608. Remy and Papoose brought their love story to the small screen on VH1's Love and Hip Hop New York after their eventual release in 2014. But when they started other spin-offs, guess who was there to help them get those payments? Let's not pretend that Papoose wasn't as much of a star of the show as Remy, since he did contribute to those TV checks. In short, he was more than just a supporting character. He was an integral part of the plot, their love, their struggles, and their family, all of which kept the audience interested. Even while it was a wise choice. Let's not pretend that Papoose wasn't working hard for that brand when Remy debuted the Remy Ma collection in 2018. Without a doubt, Papoose also contributed to that outcome. The sales helped provide support for incarcerated women and their families. If we are going to talk about how Remy made her money, we have to talk about the amount of effort Papoose did behind the scenes to help build that brand. Because Papoose acted as a father figure to her then teenage son Jason Scott while Remy was in jail. This is where things get even more complicated. Wearing the men's, he was ensuring it was noticed and putting the collection front and center. At occasions, yes, businesses do spend a lot of money on that kind of advertising. Without hesitation, he took on that massive responsibility. But this is when things took a tragic turn. Her son Jason was arrested and charged with a 2021 gunshot death in Queens, New York, after Remy left. The degree of stability Papoose was providing while Remy was away is evidenced by the fact that he is now facing charges of first-degree murder and several other related offenses. The fact that he was taking care of her child, maintaining the house, and keeping everything together, something that will always be difficult to appreciate. As we discuss this divorce and the reasons behind Papoose's tardiness, it seems Remy is aware that she has a compelling case for the alimony purse. Clarissa, what about Shields? You already know that Remy is upset about this since she is putting off and slowing down every aspect of her wedding preparations. Let's not pretend that Clarissa Shields and Papoose's relationship is merely temporary since, in reality, she isn't the kind to sit quietly when things aren't going as planned. She is devoted to everything and is openly expressing her love for that man by calling him her king. She's not just enjoying herself, sis. They are now trapped. Nevertheless, since Papoose is still legally married to another woman, Clarissa Shields is unable to even move further with their relationship. Imagine being prepared to start a life together, but encountering a large, immovable obstacle that just makes matters worse. For a moment, let's be honest. Clarissa Shields is out there loving and supporting this man while also being involved in his conflict with his ex. How long will she put up with this before she starts to demand some genuine answers and some real action? It's exhausting, haphazard, and annoying. Additionally, Remy continues to cause trouble and stir things up whenever she has the chance. I want to know if Remy is simply waiting because she knows she will soon get an alimony check, or if she is truly doing so because she still loves Pap Do you think Clarissa Shields will endure all of this turmoil, or will she ultimately lose it and leave? More importantly, how long will Papoose have to wait for Remy to find him and let him go? If you haven't already, click the like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications buttons to ensure you don't miss the tea. I would also appreciate if you could leave a comment below with your thoughts on this. It's the messiest thing you'll ever see, and you won't want to miss it. So watch the next movie on your end screen as well.